Hey guys, what's up? As always, this is Steven, and welcome back to another episode of Gamers Ascent. I actually recorded another episode of this past week, and I went down and explored that little ravine down there that I talked about last episode, in episode 13. The ravine now is full of lava at the bottom, and it turned out to be a double ravine, and guess what? 0 diamonds, and I couldn't post the episode because the video file got corrupted after OBS. I mean, I don't know what's up with this. I mean, it's like Wolfie has all the diamonds. Like, he's got an embargo on diamonds. Absolute embargo. No one else can get anywhere. What's that? What is that noise? Is this a newscast or something? I suddenly feel compelled
Hello,
to be a
Tom.
news
How are
anchor.
you today, Tom?
I feel good today, Tom. I am Tom. How are you, Tom?
Crazy shit has been happening recently, Tom. I don't know about you. Some really crazy shit. To start off, Tom, basically there's a jewel thief, Tom, and his name's... no one really knows his name. He wears a jacket that says Wolfie on it. We're just gonna call him Wolfie for now. He wears a wolf mask. Kinda looks like Cthulhu.
Cthulhu?
Yes, Cthulhu, which is obviously based off the H.P. Lovecraft story Weird Tales. First actually appeared in Weird Tales, believe it or not, in 1928. And established the character as a malevolent entity, hibernating within an underwater city in the South Pacific called Relay. The imprisoned Cthulhu is apparently the source of constant anxiety for mankind at a subconscious level, Tom. And also, it's just funny, fun little fact there, also on the subject of worship by a number of human religions, mostly scattered throughout places known as, we know as Greenland, Louisiana, and the Chinese mountains. And other Lovecraftian monsters called Deep Ones and Migo. The short story basically asserts the premise that while currently trapped, Cthulhu will eventually return. And once he returns, we will all go insane because we're just punk bitches. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. That was an amazing update. By the way, you look great today.
Oh, thank you, Tom. Thank you. You know the weirdest...
I was lying, Tom. I want you to cry. Leave,
What?
Tom. No
Why?
one loves you, Tom.
Why
No
would you do
one
that to me,
loves you,
Tom? Tom, you
You
know.
thought I was your friend, Tom. But no.
We have the same name. I got shot for you. I was in a Warzone. They had bombs in the middle of New York. Where am I? What New York is this? What reality is where New York is a war zone and I still come to the back of my
Thank you, Tom. We have checked in with Tom, and we are now back to you, Steven1463. Wow, guys, that was really weird. It's like we got interrupted by a newscast or something. Anyway, today we are going to go ahead and cut this river off here. This river that is flowing. I decided that we're not going to do a little harbor there. This blue wall I have laid out, it is going to be a little branch off from the river, and it's going to continue through there. We're going to have to lower this, but we're going to bring this around here, and this is going to become a little island here. I'm gonna branch it off. It's gonna meet up right there, come around. It kind of meanders. Notice it's not like a straight line. Excuse me, I burped when I said that. That was really weird. And it's going to come up and join in to this lake here and make it a little more realistic, if you get what I'm saying here. But anyway, since the last episode, I put in about 5 hours of terraforming, and I cut this down 2 more levels. Um, it looks really good. This is how we're going to have it. This is the main level of ground, the main ground level for where it's going to be, and we're going to give this shoreline a little character. But phase 2 of this terraform is we're going to build up this little area here and cut the river, and then we're going to try and round off this hillside to make it a little more natural. I decided to cut the river because it was a bit of a troublesome situation to try and round off this hillside in as little space allotted as we had over there, and it didn't really. The thing is, it wasn't going to look natural if I just rounded it off like that and just made it pretty much straight down. So I planned out the contours over here when I dug, which took forever, as I mentioned. And we're just going to bring this down, and then this is going to be the main shoreline. We're probably going to replace some of this with sand eventually, but for now we're going to stick with grass. And I will be back with you guys in a second when I have filled in this little area here. Okay guys, welcome back. I'm about done with that little bit of shoreline completion there. So I'm trying to make this little river cutoff look as natural as possible, as if it's a meander in the river going in the direction of the lake. But I have something to talk about with you guys today. And I would like to thank C-Tactics for that little server interruption that we had there. Anyway, speaking of C-Tactics, him and I just recorded episode 13 of the Inverted Aim podcast. Go check it out if you haven't. It is up on my channel. And it seems that episode 13 is the cursed episode, because we had to upload it late. This week is a week late from when the podcast was supposed to be uploaded. It was supposed to be uploaded on February 1st. Now, we usually use Saturday, the Saturday before the podcast is uploaded, to record the podcast. We do it Saturdays at 6. And stuff just came up on January 29th when we were supposed to record it. Stuff such as I had a family emergency. Now, for those of you that don't follow me on Twitter, Grandma 1463 she has dementia, very, very bad. And if you don't know what dementia is, it is loss of memory. Now, hers comes from Alzheimer's, and pretty much the entirety of my father's side of the family has Alzheimer's. And it seems that she forgot how to swallow because of her Alzheimer's. And she could not eat whatsoever. And she was brought into the hospital, and I could not record the podcast last week at all, or post any episodes. Also, last week it wasn't a good week for me, just in general. for uploads on YouTube because I had the whole video corruption issue with the last episode of Gamers Ascent, and then I could not record due to family emergency the episode 13 of the Inverted Aim podcast. So we recorded that today. It is Saturday when I am recording this. And 13 is just a cursed number. I mean, just look at Friday the 13th. That's all you need. Both the movie and the whole superstition aspect of it. 13 is seen as the unluckiest number. The fewest people, fun fact, pick 13 over any other number as their lucky number, because it's seen as just this complete unlucky thing, the number 13. And I don't know why that is, but it just seems to be unlucky in all ways. And episode 13 of the Inverted Aim podcast is a perfect example of that for me, not being able to record it. But it turned out amazing. I recommend you guys go check it out. So here is what we have. I'm just going to torch it up. I've been overusing torches in this area because a creeper spawned on me the other day after I did that and blew up my bed and messed up a whole bunch of stuff over here. So that's why I moved all this jazz over here away from this. Also, I got rid of this little hump over here. But I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I lowered this whole spiel here by 2 blocks, which took forever because I hit stone level and I was just using stone tools for this. So it took me upwards of 4 hours off camera. I've put probably 5 or 6 hours into this Terraform in general, just on this server, not planning it out. Planning it out, if that was included, would be much longer. Anyway, now we're going to go ahead and round this off. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do a little montage of sorts, not really a time lapse, but like I said, a montage. And I will see you guys in just... So, here you go, guys. Here's what we got. Basically, how I did this was I laid out how I did over there, basically, except, and right along the shoreline. I laid out little lines of dirt for where each level was going to go, and basically just filled it in from there. This is all hollow. I lit it up, though. So no mobs should spawn, or if any do, I'm keeping it to a minimum. Now, on to the next plan of action. We have to tear this thing down, but I think I am going to call it a day here. But I'm not going to call it an episode. I'm just going to do this tomorrow because it is very late and Stevie Pooh is very tired. But one day will seem like less than a second to you guys, and I will see you once I have torn this bit down. Hey guys, I'm back, and you may notice a huge difference here. I know I said I would be back in a day, but it has been a week, and the reason for that is I have been working on this. It has been a huge project. Just this spot here is a lot bigger than I thought it would be, and I kept getting hung up because I had a lot of schoolwork and I had to work on the podcast, and I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff for YouTube that you guys will hopefully see very soon. But I was looking through my video manager yesterday, as YouTubers do, and I realized this is going to be my 250th YouTube video. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for sticking around on this journey. 125 subs, 250 views. Wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, that fame and fortune is overrated. I do this for the fun of it, and you guys know that I do this for the fun of it. And if this ever becomes a job, it would be quite the blessing, but 250 videos out of the best hobby in the world is amazing. And I just want you guys to know I appreciate it so much. And if you're new on this journey, I would like to ask you to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, because we are getting a shot, as we did in the first episode, to see the difference in spawn. Next episode, we're going to work on making the hill in the back there a little bit less harsh in the transition into the valley, and we're going to round it off over there as well, and maybe give the shoreline some character. Over there it's just flat down now, but we're going to do the river through there before we do this shoreline, because nothing is for sure over here right now. But I would like to thank you all so very much for watching. As always, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed this video. And I am doing a giveaway over on the Inverted Aim podcast of Gears of War 1, 3, and Judgment download codes for the Xbox One. So if you are interested in that, go over to Inverted Aim Podcast episode 13, Doom cover art is bad, and comment what code you would like to win. And as always, thank you all so very much for watching. Steven out.